So, we are returning to Miss Fisher. I have also tried upping my audio quality just to see if I don't crackle quite as much, because that would be nice, would it not? Okay, let me just get the chat back up. Chatty chat chat. Boop. Just need to tell the Discord channel that we are streaming, and we can go from there. OBS. And chat, I know it is thrilling to see. Oh, someone's already here. Hi, DD. Okay, let us get back to where we were. We were in episode 1. Oh, one of the horns of this is broken. Well, I know how that happened. I reckon that's the murder weapon. Except I still can't deduce that. So we basically need to have a little walk around. Oh, cool. Yes, keep me on notifications. What, ding that bell to get a ding ding? I don't know. I've got absolutely no smooth moves when it comes to promoting myself on the YouTube. I don't even ever say like stuff like, please follow me on YouTube, because then you get to know everything that's going on with me. Although if you want to know everything that's going on with me, I'd recommend the Discord channel, where you hear me talk about recoloring furniture. Okay, so intriguing. So let us see. I'm just gonna basically talk to everyone and see. Oh, it's a shame that Twitch tends not to work better. But we'll just see if there's any new conversations. Oh, here we go. How's the investigation going, miss? Interestingly, evidence seems to be piling up on James. My 2 cents, she's gonna F James before this episode's over. Do you think he's the murderer? I don't know yet, Dot. Yeah, pretty much. It's one of those things that I know how. I think I'm pretty sure that it's going to be the broken horn that's the weapon. I just don't know how to prove it yet. Do not try to upset Wilhelmina, dear. She can seem firm, but she does have a good heart. Ah, yes, the box sticks. That was an interesting conversation from earlier. I can't make any promises, Aunt Prudence. Friday! Only teasing. I'll do my best. Okay, is anyone else? No one else to talk to here? Nothing. Well, I don't think we need to examine anything here. I don't think we'll. Actually, you know what? I don't think that I haven't looked at the window. I really must talk to Mr. Butler about changing these drapes. Yes, you meat-colored drapes. Ah, let's try the princess. Yeah, that is the part that is a bit weird about why everything, like, generally when there's conversations in Frida's house, it takes place in her sitting room, not in her bedroom. Let's have a little chat to everyone. James. I swear I'm telling the truth! That's what all the criminals say. Wow, that was a great conversation. Amelia, would you mind if we asked you a few questions? Of course not. I'll try. I'll help if I can. Oh, your thoughts on Mac? I hope Dr. Macmillan isn't too angry about the quarantine notice. Well, you know, depends on the bedroom, I guess. I talk about death and murder in my bedroom quite a bit. Actually, I tend to do it in my sleep to my Google Mini. Mrs. Winters was determined to keep the press away. Mac, she'll be fine. Good. She asked after you too. Oh, maybe I should... I'll get her to call you. Bye. Well, yes, I mean, look at this fabulous coat. Thank you, Amelia. I hope I was able to help. Let me know if you need anything else. Talk to Jack, because Jack is here for some reason. What do you think, Jack? Would I look good in Brunhilde's breastplate? I could see you as a Valkyrie, riding in to save the day. I see myself as more of a common. Doesn't she presume Don John to desert the army, only then to cast him aside? If you're looking for a happy ending, Jack, don't go to the opera. Yeah, I know. Considering saying TB, like, you know, TB was the reason that something happened, would bring a lot more press in than, oh, there was a murder. Jack, let's talk to Mac. Build this romance up a bit more. Oh, Hugh's here as well. Should we be... Oh, come on. We've already been through this. There was no consumption outbreak. She'll hit you. How's Amelia holding up? I believe she's fine. Why? Oh, no reason. Lesbians. Why, Mac, I do believe you're blushing. What, me? Never. Alright, police. Talk to the police. Oh, Jack's here. Miss Fisher? Let me consult my detective journal, Jack. That, and a little deduction. So, okay, so I can't do anything here without having something deduced. Deduced. Mrs. Winters, bitch face. Resting bitch face. Well, Miss Fisher, why are you still here? I was just... I suggest you cease your dilly-dallying and begin your investigations. Meh. Okay. Let's see if we can find that horn, maybe. Yes, it's still empty, but it still smells. Stinky. You still say, oh yeah, I suppose. You never know. Water, nectar of the gods. I feel life and renewal flowing throughout my body. What about... stack of papers? No, no. Well, it's the window. Yeah, you've already been through it. I can enter the theater. Street. No. No. Okay. Yeah, I suppose the TB thing did give her more time to hide evidence. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can look at this horn again. Horny! She seems real downtrodden to find that out. It's like, oh, the horn's broken. Bah! Coats, dresser, drawers, costumes. Let's try, yes, I need, like, a clue that says something about... Meh. How about... Baba? Jabba Dabba? No. Yeah, tuberculosis is TB, also known as consumption. Oh, Miklos, nice to see you again. Maybe we need to go and talk to Jack. You were gifted the other day. You were gifted, those look like trolls with, coffee mugs? Or is that like a dwarf? I can't tell what that emoji is. I'm not up with the kids anymore. Ah, monkey with a coffee mug. Ah. I'm not up with the kids anymore. I'm like, it's a troll. It's a troll doll with coffee. Ah, gifted with a sub for Java Monkey. Let's rub everything on everything. Like that Friday's like, you know, like she's just like, hey, Alexander finally got here. Hello, sir. Ooh, it's clear that the stationery is Mrs. Winters. Well, that is something that we didn't know before. So clearly, the lavender envelope had something to do with something. James and Helen were having a heated conversation. Aunt Prudence saw Helen just before the first act. There was no blood on stage. She wasn't killed there. Maybe if we deduced that the murder must have happened in another location. Oh my god, finally? And someone moved the body onto the stage! Oh my god, where have you been, Franny? I should bring this up with Jack. Oh my god, finally. The victim could not have died on stage. Well, duh. Jack, I've just discovered something. I think we have to consider the murder happened in another location. Not only that, but the body was moved onto the stage. Miss Fisher, where have you been? It's never simple with you, is it, Miss Fisher? What? Come on! It's obvious! What are you, children? Are you children trying to solve crime? If it wasn't James... It might be, but we don't have enough information yet. Then who? No, we proved that that they were murdered before that they put the breastplate on. Maggie Kettle, the understudy. She was supposed to be at the theatre, but she's missing. She might also be dead. So she vanished shortly after Helen's body was found. That is suspicious. We don't know the reason. If she saw something, she may be hiding for her own safety. How do you speak in Peach? Very well, let's try and find her then. Lead the way, Miss Fisher. I don't know where we're going, Jack. I don't know how to tell you that. Oh, so it's just like, where do we start? I always start with friends or lovers. Someone who knew her personally, in the bedroom way. No, we haven't found Random Alley Guy, but I reckon we're going to meet him at some point. Let us head back to the Princess Theatre because James might know who she's been, or Amelia might know who she's been getting jiggy with. Miss Truelock, has Peach Maggie shown up yet? She's not at Mrs. Winters? Nobody knows where she is. That sounds like Maggie. Oh, you've changed accents. I mean, what do you mean? She and Helena were the troublesome twosome. Yeah, we can do that. Wow, camera, what? I see through Amelia. It was just like it was focusing on her boobs for a while there. It was amazing. This is like the troublesome twosome zooms in on breasts. I've had to collect them from some unsavory venues. Mrs. Winter said that they were fantastic new talent. Mrs. Winters is very focused. She wants her proteges to succeed. I sometimes wonder if she pushes them for their own good. Or because she can't admit to a mistake. What mistake would that be? Are you saying Maggie and Helen were unreliable? No. Well, yes, sometimes. If they'd been out late, you know, on the cocaine. Oh! Miss Truelock, don't speak ill of the dead! Oh, there you are, James. I was wondering where you'd gone. I went to the bathroom! Did you ever go out drinking with Maggie and Helen? What? No! Late nights affect my singing voice! What a beautiful voice you have. Do you have any idea where they would go? They mentioned a bar nearby, but I don't know where it is. Helen said you needed a password to get in. Bird, but you know, you have to speak in Peach. It is kind of like the Phoenix Wright slap sound, isn't it? I mean, really, you know, it's just probably just like a whip noise or something. It can't be really trademark Phoenix Wright, but yeah. I'm sorry, that's all I know. Maybe James could help you out more? Okay. James, got anything else? Are you certain you don't know the location of this bar, James? No, I don't! I swear on my mother's grave! Given the circumstances, that's not an oath I put much stock in. I'm sure Maggie and Helen wouldn't have strayed too far from the theatre, Jack. Alright. Who could I ask about that? Let's have a look at... Ah! The door! Yeah, let's check if James's mother... Oh! Nighttime! It's getting late. This was the alley where I found James's bloodied hip flask. The theatre is through that window, isn't it? Yes. I'm glad you... I'm sniffing my finger. I take it you have nothing to do with the crates conveniently arranged beneath the window? None whatsoever. My finger smells. I wonder what else this alley is hiding. Well, you know, she keeps putting her finger to her nose. What else am I supposed to think? The main street looks rather quiet from down here. Okay. How about the poster? It's a poster for the film Bride of Babylon. Alright, let's just do what we're expected to. Knock knock. Ooh, squeaky door. No entry. I don't know why he's got that language. But I'm Franny Fisher. I'm the life of the party. Ask anyone. She's the life of the party. Says a John. Again, I do not know what accent this is. She should probably be Irish. I shall fix that up. You look familiar. Have we met before? Probably. I turn away a lot of riffraff. Try the password? If I said Ladybird to you, would that open a few doors? Where did you hear that? It doesn't matter. Miss Fisher's not... Oh, it doesn't matter. Miss Fisher's not entering this bar. How about a bribe? Would £5 ease the pain? Ha! With that police present. You must think me an idiot. Yes? I come back here with the South City Central Police. Try it! I've heard you've been trying to keep your investigation all quiet like. Be sure, come in with the klaxons blaring. Alright, I give up. It's no good, Jack. It could be my imagination, but it seems I'm rather specifically barred from the establishment. Your reputation precedes you even, Miss Fisher. I'll head back to the station and talk to Collins. Perhaps we can find another way in. I know what I'd do. I'm gonna send Dot in. Another way in? Jack, I think you may have given me an idea. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to head home. I have some associates to meet. Very well, let me know if you find anything. I'm gonna smirk as I walk into this wall. Let's send an Art Prudence in! How goes the investigation, miss? Funny you should mention that, Dot. I have a small task for you in my bedroom. Is it about the hem on the skirt that you wore to the opera? I told Mr. Butler. No, Dot. I have some undercover work. Don't worry about the city guard out front. Consider him like a doorman to a hotel. Guard? Text disappearing while... What do you want? Step into the light. I can't see you. Oh dear. What do you want? Ladybird? What? Go away, lady. This be no place for a lass like you. Say the word, pa. Ladybird! Keep it down there. Do you want to wake up the whole neighborhood? Oh, some people don't hear me the first time. Did somebody put you up to this? No. Was that the correct password or not? This isn't a regular establishment. We don't have a ladies' lounge. It's more of a mixed clientele. I'm a modern woman. I'll frequent any establishment I want. Very well. Don't say I did not warn you. Well, a private jazz club with mixed clientele. Mixed in many things. Mixed. Oh, it's called the Ladybird. Mother... don't know why she was suddenly about to be Irish. Mother Collins does not need to know about this. Why am I talking to my hand? Oh, I think I've seen Maggie Kettle, even though I've never met her before. There she is. Let's have an examination. Let's see if we can find any more of Miss Fisher's... oh, almost as well stocked in as Miss Fisher's, but... Yeah, why did we send Mac in? Mac would have been amazing for this. Liquor cabinet. A glass. Mr. Butler would not be impressed with the streaks on that glassware. I want some more clothes for Miss Fisher to wear. Are those hydrangeas? I must ask the barman how he got them to flower so late. They're plastic. Well, fabric. Probably in those days. It would be terrible if gramophones displaced pianos in every home. I'm so lit. Yeah, it's 10:52. I don't know why you'd say I'm lit. I'm drinking water. Super lit with my soberness. My teetotalitarianism. I wouldn't expect to see a painting in a den like this. Is she holding... I can only imagine what she's holding. Alright, let's talk to the understudy. Do you mind if I sit here? Why? Hey, more people! Sanuki! Kitsune. Yeah, no clothing pieces here. Why? I don't like drinking alone? You don't even have a drink? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, how excited can you be at 6:30 in the morning? I'll be right back. Duck goes to get a drink. Vodka on the rocks, please. Oh, tea with a dash of milk. Or maybe I was just having a very off morning, Alexander, so we can always try again. See if I get more cheerful at 6:30 next time. Actually, Miss Fisher said I was undercover. Ah, yes, I'm quite happy to give you the link to the Discord Miklos. So yeah, so I'll DM you that a little bit later. So that when you're at work. You wake up every morning and fist. Oh. No, as long as it's your fist that you're pumping, nothing else. Yeah, so life can crush you. I mean, I think when we were doing that last stream, I was still working at my hospital job. It was not a happy time. But I'm in a very happy place now. New job is amazing, even though I spent most of today recoloring furniture for the website. Where the wicker was the wrong colour. Getting very good at turning white furniture into black furniture and vice versa. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. Dot, you can drink if you want to. A rock shandy, please. Ooh, filming for spooky stuff for October. Not that what's it called, we really go super spooky here in Australia. Oh. Oh my. Dot's loving that drink, I think. She's gonna come home to Collins and be like, "Hey, baby. There, now I have a drink. Seems a bit early in the day to be, how would Miss Fisher put it? Having a tipple on the... Getting Oh, God, I have to go with schnickered. Getting schnickered? Oh, let's all get schnickered, folks. As I drink my water, because I'm a teetotaler. What time is it? Oh, almost 10 o'clock. In the morning? Evening. I can't believe Helen's dead. Yeah, who's Helen? When was the last time you saw Helen? Who I don't know. Helen came to my dressing room just before the show. She was upset about James. She had just broken up with him. She was scared. Scared? James? James is a temper. He's been working his anger out at the boxing club. He'd never hurt Helen, never. Ah. Are you sure? Are you covering for him? I'm sure you're right. Let's go with, are you really sure? You really sure? Never, although, no, I shouldn't even think of it. But he could get so angry at times, especially when we get schnickered. What about Helen and Mrs. Winters? Did they talk? Poor Helen. She didn't have a chance to patch up things with Mrs. Winters. Patch things up? Yeah, they had a falling out. Gasp! Gasp! About what? Again, we haven't probably been introduced and you're just telling me shit, but you know, you're probably schnickered. I don't know, but they weren't talking to each other. Ah. There's so much pressure on us to perform, it's only natural you need to let off some steam. Look at how pink she is right over that bridge of her nose. But lately Helen's gone too far. She's dead! Oh? She'd taken to hanging out with some seedy characters. She was friends with this man I never even met. Oh, sorry, it's just the phrase of she was, like, you know, like, she was friends with this man I never even met. That would be like most people, like, we're like, this is my friend. I don't know all of them, all of her friends, so she's met people I've never met. And did you know that last week Helen was arrested? Oh my god, that just made me yawn. On a drunken disorderly charge. Ew. Oh, poor Mrs. Winters, she must be distraught. I've been so selfish. I didn't go in a bar while she's had to go through all of this alone. I have to go and see Mrs. Winters. Thank you, Dot. If that's your name, you never introduced yourself. I'm off. I'm certain Miss will want to know all about this. I'd better see her right away. Bye, Ladybird. Dot, you're back. How did it go? I found Maggie. Tell me all about it. Well, firstly, Maggie mentioned that Helen was seeing a seedy man she didn't know. Then, she mentioned that Helen had been arrested on a drunken disorderly charge. She was seeing my husband. I mean, I don't know anything. Okay. I'm surprised that Jack hasn't mentioned that. What next? Helen said she was going to visit Mrs. Winters. Ooh, that'd be fun. Interesting. My finger's smelling again. Perhaps I can meet the elusive Maggie Kettle. Okay, let us go to Mrs. Winters. Ah, this is Miss Fisher and the Deadly the Deadly Maze. It is based on a TV show called Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries, which is based on a series of books called Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. This is Miss Fisher. She is a very rich socialite. This is set in Melbourne in the 1920s. She is an honourable. She's an on, which basically means that she's money from England, even though she was born in Australia, and she spent a lot of time over in England, but it's come back. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's episodic, even though it was only 2 episodes that have come out, and Tin Box Games, the people who made this, have said that they're not making another one because it wasn't commercial success enough. But the 2 cases that are in this are standalone, so it's one of those things where yes, they're standalone cases, but the overall arc won't be finished. But yeah, should still be fun enough to finish playing. Mrs. Winters? She's not here. Ah, you must be Maggie Cattle. That's right. What do you want? Let's talk. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the night of the murder. Oh, I see. The lady detective. I've heard about you. I'm not drunk anymore. Very well then. No, I think it was more about, like, they made the first one and they were like, well, we haven't really had much of a success with this, but, we've still got money enough to do another one. So they made a second episode, and then, because the sales haven't been, good enough for them to consider doing another case, that they stopped there. But again, they're self-contained episodes. There is a bit of a wider arc, but it's the same arc that follows the TV show, so even if it's not finished there, it's kind of represented in the TV show itself. But they're doing something quite interesting. I think actually it might be in PS VR, where it's sort of like an RPG, tabletop game, but inside PS4 VR. So it looks interesting. I applied for a job there. I did not get it. Hooray! But yeah, they certainly look interesting. They're also located in Melbourne. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Let me get the name for that, because that actually might interest you quite a bit. Let me stop my streaming of a game to quickly find a name of another game. This is live. Tin Man Games PS4 VR. Table of Tales. That's what it's called. Table of Tales. Okay. Let's talk about this letter. Maybe she knows. Do you know about a letter Mrs. Winters may have written to Helen? No? What letter? Why would Mrs. Winters write to Helen? They spoke several times a week during rehearsals. I agree. It is strange. About the night of the murder, did you see anything suspicious? Well, there was a strange man backstage. I didn't see his face. Oh. That's all? Okay. Thank you, Maggie. If you see Mrs. Winters, do tell her I stopped by and said that she had a resting bitch face. I will. Yeah. Unfortunately... Oh, actually, yes, Maggie wouldn't know about that. We could probably look at that letter now. Yeah, they just never contacted me. That's the thing with job searching. Sometimes you just hit a wall of silence. And it's just like, meh. What? Maggie doesn't even know what's in the fireplace. Why wouldn't she let me... Look at the... Alright, let's go to the dressing room, see if anyone's there. Because I still... Like, look at this. This doesn't look like an envelope. This looks like a letter. Can you put that together yet? No. I still say that's the murder weapon. Yeah, Maggie, go get drunk again. It solves all your problems. Okay. Oh, actually. Let's see, is Mac here? No, Mac's not here. We've just come to a morgue late at night by ourselves. Is Amelia here? No, no one's here. Yeah, it's still night. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just walking around. Jack's retired for the night. I should come back in the morning. Ah. What about can I now go here? That would be fun. Yeah, from what Dot told me, this is a bar I'd like to visit. Oh, I want to. But maybe later, when I'm not barred from it. Let's go head home. I've investigated all I can tonight. Oh, good. There we go. So we're going to sleep. Might as well retire for the night and carry on in the morning. Okay. Yeah, barred from a bar. Morning, miss. I'm still wearing the same clothes from yesterday. Morning, Dot. I'm wearing lingerie. There's a new package for you on the vanity. Thank you. I think I'll have a chat with Jack at the station while I keep sniffing my finger. Okay, she said it was on the vanity. A few letters from England and one from Jane's boarding school. Nothing that can't wait until tomorrow. Ah, this must be the package Dot was referring to. Ooh! More of the golden dress. Let's see, what are we going to put on today? Because I'm assuming I should not go outside in my silk robe with a... Yeah, maybe she does dip her finger in perfume. Let's see, what have we got? Ooh, this one looks like she's got a gun in it. That would be cool. Ooh, we're getting really close to that sequin gold dress. This is hideous. Oh, this one's quite nice. I like that. But, of course, this is the best one. This is the best. This is the best. You know, I'm gonna see if I can leave with while I'm in my underwear. It's not seemly. Oh my god, we are. So, Miss Fisher, you're back. Miss Fisher, you've, forgotten your trousers and dress and, I hope you'd have better luck than Collins and myself. Alright, Jack, I'll put something on. Just to make it feel better for myself. Because I love this outfit. Alright, little chit-chat. Did you know that Helen was arrested last week for being drunk and disorderly? No. Collins! See if you can't find a record of a Miss Helen Silcox being brought into the station last week. Yeah, you look stupid with that hat on. Why are the numbers on your hat backwards? Never mind. Yes, sir. This is a weird angle to hold up my book. Has Hugh mentioned any marital issues to you recently? Certainly not. Just checking. Sorry, sir. There's no record of that happening, but I haven't... I'm still putting together a file on the victim. Mostly basic stuff, like her home address and birth date. Let me see that. Nothing important here. Do you mind if I take a look? Is it going to be a puzzle? Please be a puzzle. I said there's nothing important in the file, Miss Fisher. Let's focus on the task at hand. Okay. Someone has covered up her drunken disorderly charge. So it's agreed that we have 3 suspects, James, Maggie, and Mrs. Winters. Well, let's talk about James. Let's talk about sex. I mean, James. Oh, James, the jilted lover with the temper. But on opening night with an audience? What about Mrs. Winters, desperate to protect her reputation, if it's only a small step to murder? And with the bonus of getting rid of a loose cannon. Ba-bang. But Winters has the most to lose. There's Maggie, the understudy and best friend. The understudy killing the lead. It's almost a cliché. Any thoughts, Miss Fisher? Dot was certain Maggie was telling the truth about Helen's arrest. Do you have any other clues in your detective journal that point up to some cover-up of some description? Let us have a look. It's time to get back to this. Yeah, let's say the Deba and Shadaba Lava Lava. Answer no. Shadaba? Could it be? If my suspicions is right, then I need to talk to Jack. Well, talk to Jack. Tell him what's what. Why is there no record of the arrest? Does that mean Maggie was lying? Oh, that was Hugh. So, wow. Hugh, you've changed your balls have dropped. I don't think so, Constable. Who do we know has a history of covering up scandals with the police? Mrs. Winters. She's attempting to cover up things. I'll drive, Jack. We'll get there much faster, 'cause I speed. Collins, I have a task for you. Make sure that we don't get arrested. Yes, sir? It's important that Miss Fisher does not find out what I'm about to ask. Do you understand? Are you sure that's wise, sir? Are you questioning me, Collins? Is that car moving as well as us? No, sir. Perhaps a tiny bit? Trust me, Collins. It's just a hunch, but better to be safe than sorry. And we don't get to know what he said no to. Anyone home? No? How careless. Someone left the front door almost completely unlocked. Almost completely unlocked. Miss Fisher! Hush, Jack. A quick look around makes all the difference. Are you going to stop me this time, too? Oh, no, I'm pretty sure the fire's out. I think that's just, you know, burn marks on the wall. No, not this time. Make it quick, however. Okay, let's go straight for the money. Interesting, a letter. What does it say? It's burnt. I can make out a few sentences. We both know the truth. You know what I want. And it's big. And it's long. And it's hard. No, that's alright. Maggie must not know. That's a lot of information for a supposedly burnt letter. Maybe they were in a hurry and didn't have time to finish the job. Anything deduce? Let's see if it's like the same writing of my opera letter. Because then it would be the same person. So, Mrs. Winters was... Oh, so Mrs. Winters was blackmailing someone? I don't think so, Jack. See, the opera invitation Mrs. Winters sent me, the handwriting is completely different. Ah, so it's someone sending it to... Yeah, it's not Mrs. Winters. The letter was not written by Winters, it was written to her. The real question is who wrote... Ah! Bitch face is here. Detective Inspector Miss Fisher! Have you solved the case yet? Mrs. Winters, I didn't hear you come in. Oh, we've flipped sides. We're still conducting an investigation. Perhaps you can tell us about this burnt letter. Where did you get that? Give that here! You know, we can't do that, Mrs. Winters. See here, Detective Inspector, this is a personal matter of no interest to the... Who is blackmailing you? Was it James? James? I was being blackmailed by... Helen. The victim. Yes. Helen in trouble? Or the blackmail letter? Maggie mentioned Helen... Oh, Maggie mentioned Helen was in trouble. Helen had been a troubled girl for some time. Missing rehearsals, fraternizing with unsavory characters. Flashbacks. The final straw came last week when she was arrested. I rang Hampton and he arranged for Helen to be released into my care. She was angry, but I was angrier. I thought about firing her from the production, but it was too close to the opening night. Blackmail letter. Tell us about the letter. More flashbacks. On opening night, she delivered a letter to me demanding to be the lead for the entire season. If I didn't comply, she would send a copy of the letter to the press. Everyone would know about my affair with the deputy commissioner. Oh, zut alors! Well, you know, older people. Oh, and how he had forced the police to cover up her arrest. Oh, he forced them to cover it up. Weird. How did you react to her blackmail letter? Nobody blackmails me. I wrote her a strongly lavender-scented letter. I went to the theatre to talk to her. I arrived before the curtain call and went backstage. The horn was already broken. I saw her fighting with James. He stormed off. Well, they broke up, so yeah. I confronted Helen, told her that if she went to the police, her own reputation would be ruined. I threw the letter at her and left. What, this letter that's in the fire? And the letter? That was the last time I saw it. After Helen was murdered, I asked James to find it and bring it to me. But he said he couldn't find it. It was in your fireplace. I think we've heard enough, Mrs. Winters. We may need to question you further. Miss Fisher, please meet up with me at the station. I'd like to discuss this with you further. Ooh. Let's have a little chit-chat with her still. Oh, Helen. Oh, Helen. Why? Why? What do you think, Jack? Helen's not the shining light that the opera company would have us believe. I'm still inclined to think James did. Oh. I don't believe James would do something like that. Oh, it's Hugh. Hugh, how long have you been standing there? I've been here the whole time, Miss Fisher. Everyone ignores me. Do you know James, Hugh? Yes, Miss Fisher. We share a hobby. What hobby is that? Banging? I mean, James frequented the boxing club, didn't he, Hugh? It's not really a club, Miss Fisher. More of a hangout. He's got a monster of a left hook. Pardon my language. Oh, I said monster. He said demon. It's quite alright, Hugh. I've heard a lot worse. Trust me. Would you say he's a man in control of his temper? Capable of murder? Murder? No. Maybe. Yeah, if I'm honest. Was he a boxer? I think we've already heard that one, so I thought it was maybe carried on from there. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Was his anger ever fueled by alcohol? What? Was James ever drunk at the boxing club? No, not James. He's a teetotaler. Why does he have a flask? He doesn't drink. Not a drop. If that's the case, then perhaps we should see Mac in the morgue. Good idea. I'll meet you there. Mac in the morgue. Mac in the morgue. Hello, Mac. Have you got a moment? Ah, Mac. I have a favour to ask. Fine. It's not like I'm getting anything done to this imagining outbreak anyway. I thought that it had been lifted. Can you examine this flask, please? What am I looking for? Traces of alcohol. It obviously smells of whiskey. Do you really need a lab for that? It's for an official investigation. A lab report helps. So James said the flask was missing and we know it had alcohol in it. That helps James. If it's true, he never touches a drop. Mrs. Winters was convinced. And Hugh. Perhaps we should search where you first found it, Miss Fisher. Let's talk to Mac in general. Are we quite done? I'd like to finish this autopsy without further interruptions. Oh, yes, of course, Mac. Sorry, I forgot you were doing something important. Perhaps we should search where you first found the flask, Miss Fisher. Yeah. Turnbull Avenue. Avenue? I still don't understand how James's flask came to be in the alley behind the theatre, or how it got to have blood in it, or why it contained whiskey. Speaking of alcohol, this happened to be the alleyway for that jazz club. Examination time. Dustbin. I found the hip flask around here. I wonder if this alley holds any other secrets. Okay. Look at the posters. Yeah, let's just be like, hello, housekeeping. You again. I told you before, no cops. Yeah, let's just ask about the flask. Do you recognize this flask? Is it a suspect? Just answer the question. It's a flask. They all look the same. Even one etched with this symbol. Yeah, I've seen it before. Those two girls had it the other night, drinking outside the club. Ah. Maggie and Helen had it. They probably were like, hooch in the morning, hooch in the afternoon. Well, what's it called? Helen would have had access to it if she was dating him. They knew how to have a good time, if you know what I mean. Oh, try a bigger bribe. How about £10 if you let me in? Forget it, lady. Nah. Thank you. Your wit is exceeded only by your charm. And the smell of my finger. Sweet talk all you like, lady. You and the loon ain't getting in. Cool. Sounds like Maggie and Helen got quite on well together. What about the blood smear? It's pretty incriminating. I say we go pay a visit to Maggie and James. If I remember correctly, they're due for rehearsal about now, so they'll be at the, Princess. Yes, I doubt Mrs. Winters will let a trivial thing such as murder get in the way of that. Din 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 din. Oh, bye, Alexander! Have fun at work! They've begun rehearsing. Excuse me, we're not oh, Miss Fisher, Detective Inspector. What is you doing here? We have a few more questions for James and Maggie. Oh, hi, Zane. You promised me no more scandals, Miss Fisher. Just questions? They're on stage. Can you wait a few minutes? Of course. Thank you. Let me know when you want to speak to them. Feel free to watch the performance on stage in the meantime. Use your mouse. Alright, let's do an examination. Mountains. Yeah. They said I was very proprietary. I do not see them boxing with a fox. Where are they? Oh, I have to look at the stage. A wondrous maid has pierced my heart. I came here without a shield or helmet. Oh, Siegfried! I have always been yours! They really are good. Are they? Are they really? They're still engrossed in their rehearsals. I'll let them know that you're here. Amelia, could you do me a small favour? Bring Mrs. Winters to the stage too. What do you mean, stop the rehearsal? We still have some ways to go. James is right. We don't have much time before the show. Amelia, explain this. Don't worry, everyone. This won't take long. Just the rest of the game, probably. James, tell us about this flask. Mrs. Winters says you're a teetotaler. I am! Then why a flask filled with alcohol? It's my father's. It's the only thing of his I have. I only ever fill it with water. You said you spoke with Helen during the intermission. I did! I swear I did! And yet, according to the autopsy, she was dead several hours before that. I don't see how that was possible. I didn't murder her! I'm telling the truth! Well, what did she say? What did she say when you spoke to her? Let's see. I remember asking her if she was alright. She said, I'm fine. I'll see you on stage. What was she wearing? Wearing? When you spoke to her? The opera costume, I suppose? You suppose? I couldn't see her. The door to her dressing room was closed. I spoke to her through the door. So the last time you saw Helen alive... Oh, so when was the last time you saw Helen alive with her own eyes? Your own eyes? Our fight! Our fight before the opera! You heard a woman's voice through the door. I assumed it was Helen's. Okay, well that explains that. So Maggie... Poor Helen. Have you found her murderer yet? Well, they broke up during that fight, so... I'm sure we're not very far away. Have you seen this floss before, Maggie? It belongs to James, right? That wasn't the question. Yes, I have seen it. Have you ever used it? No. So you've never drunk alcohol from it with Helen? No, I swear. Yeah, lots of people sound alike. Everyone in this car sounds alike. James said someone spoke to him from the dressing room during the intermission. But we have established that Helen was dead during that time. Where were you during the intermission, Maggie? I was... It's so hard to remember. I'm sure I was somewhere else. You know, somewhere else. This letter from Helen from Mrs. Winters. What do you know about it, Maggie? No, nothing. I've never seen it before. Oh, sir! Thank goodness! Dr. Mac told me to come and find you straight away and... Slow down, Collins. What is it? We've determined the murder weapon, sir. It's from a sharp horn. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Horn? What kind of horn? The same as those prop helmets, sir. The tip had broken off and lodged in the body. Oh, that's why we couldn't find it. It was in the body. Jack, I remember seeing a helmet in Helen's dressing room. The tip of one of those horns was broken off. Looks like we've finally established the true scene of the crime. There was no blood in the dressing room. Let's keep talking to Maggie. Oh. So it's just the same. Got all the clues now. Let's do some deductions. Do. Da. Oh. By the understudy. Well, you know who did it then, don't ya? Wow. That's really close, Franny. That's really close. What would be a relevant clue right now? Look! Murdered in a dressing room with a horned helmet by the understudy. That is exactly what happened. Why do I have to prove anything? You know what happened. Ugh. I have all the clues. It's time to make some deductions, so I need to... It looks like we found the contents of the envelope. Wow. Victim was killed before the intermission. Helen's... Hajadata? Ah! She was killed during the first act. Yeah, put enough force behind anything and... Oh look, a whole heap of things just disappeared. Well, then of course they don't contradict each other. What? Oh, wow. This is getting really close. Time of death was during the first act while we were all watching the opera. Something doesn't feel right. Ay. Yeah, okay. How about this and this? Well, no, of course they don't contradict each other. This opera invitation still has to be somewhat relevant. Maybe it's something to do with the time. Okay, how about this and this? Oh, it certainly supports this. Yeah, well that would make sense. She didn't deserve this. Chris, depends which testimony though, isn't it? Crime scene. Ah, here we go. Maggie, James insisted that he heard a woman's voice in Helen's dressing room. I did! I swear I did! It must have been Helen. She was most likely getting ready for her performance. Dude, she dead. No, that's incorrect. Helen was dead at the time. There's evidence we have confirms it. Well, then it was Mrs. Winters. She was furious with Helen. What? How dare you? No, Maggie. James wouldn't have mistaken Mrs. Winters' voice for Helen. He didn't say she sounded like a bitch after all. He must have heard, "You, Maggie." Flashback time. That's preposterous. Yet all evidence points to you. What about James's bloody flask? He was angry enough to kill. Maggie, what have you done? Or Miss Winter's blackmail letter. It's clear she has motive. Fine, I wasn't supposed to know about that, was I? I admit it. I killed Helen. You win, Miss Fisher. I'll tell you everything. Alright, tell me everything. It was opening night. The pressure we'd all been feeling during rehearsal was just taking its toll. I was in my dressing room when I heard someone yelling. James had just broken up with Helen. Again. But this time it seemed serious. James ran off. I was about to comfort Helen when Mrs. Winters appeared. I couldn't hear what they were talking about. But I'd never seen Mrs. Winters so angry. She had the letter in her hand, and she was waving it angrily at Helen. That blackmail letter. Maggie took it. You read Helen's blackmail letter to Mrs. Winters, didn't you? Yes. Mrs. Winters threw the letter at Helen and stormed off. I followed Helen to the dressing room. I asked to see the letter. I knew something was up. She wouldn't show me. We argued. I grabbed the letter. Betrayal! Blackmail! Helen was blackmailing Mrs. Winters to stay as lead soprano. That was my role. I was so mad. I saw the horned helmet behind Helen and I grabbed it and I stabbed the bitch. I pushed her with all my might. She was impaled through her evil heart. Justice was served. As for the bloody flask, Maggie framed James. It was you, wasn't it? Yeah, I had to cover up the murder. I knew if Helen's body was discovered in the dressing room, I'd be the prime suspect. So I put on the costume on Helen and moved the body, somehow, without leaving blood everywhere. I was cleaning up the blood. There was a knock on the door. Knock, knock. Housekeeping. Are you ready, Helen? It was James. It was already intermission, then he needed Helen on stage for the final act. I'm fine. I'll see you on stage. Hearing James gave me the idea to throw suspicion on him. I dabbed his flask in blood and threw it into the alleyway. And finally, the burnt letter we found in Mrs. Winters' fireplace. Maggie burned it. You tried to frame Mrs. Winters next when you found out James hadn't been arrested, didn't you? Yeah. I went to the Winters' house and pretended to console her. My poor, poor child. I shall fetch some tea. I half burnt the letter, just enough to frame the old buzzard. Then I left it in her fireplace for the police to find. You know the rest of the story. Yes, we do. We lived it. Thank you. I'm out of water. Maggie Kettle, you're under arrest for the murder of Helen Silcox. Back at the station. Perhaps I should select our next outing, Franny. Jack, I hope suggesting... I knew our opera would be Corpus Interruptus. Although I do seem to mix my work with my pleasure. Don't I, Detective Inspector Robinson? That you do, Miss Fisher. Let's talk some more, Jack. There are a few stray threads still dangling. Oh? Firstly, that mysterious man Maggie mentioned. Maggie didn't seem to be lying. Who was Helen seeing? And Helen's police file. You were so adamant it was unimportant. It was! I know you too well, Jack. There's something in the file you don't want me to see. What is it? Franny, trust me when I say it's not important. I suppose. Just this once I can let... Ring ring! Wait, you don't have mobile phones. You're standing out on the street. Which, you know, talking about crimes on the... Never mind. Who on earth could that be? Detective Inspector Jack Robinson. Ah, Collins. Yes, I see. I'm on my way. Judy calls. Oh? Your investigation is over, Franny. Move on to Chapter 2 if you know, want to keep playing. This is just regular police business, not worth your trouble, unlike Chapter 2. I'll let you get to it, Jack. Thank you. That was close. Tuxedos, red velvet curtains, sopranos, meat curtains. I remember the old days when it was pretty petty theft and street urchins. And those police officers just standing there. Collins? Collins? Where is he? Collins? Constable, is that you? Well, Collins! Collins, can you hear me? Is he? Night, John. Man, that guy looks much bigger when he's like that. Yeah, your investigation's over, Franny. This is just regular police business, no extra trouble. I'll let you get to it then, Jack. Thank you. Jack got king hit. That was close. And then Franny goes, I'm just gonna follow him. I knew it. There's something I'm missing. Follow him. Save his life. Save Collins' life. He looked he looked like he was hung up on the wall or something. Jack? Jack, are you there? I've got my pistol out. Miss Fisher? Well, if it isn't the life of the party. Oh, come on! Oh my god, I saw his hand through her. Jack! Where are we? We've been tied together on the stage. Not quite how I had imagined it. It's all my fault. Maybe let's not... What is... You were out cold. It must have been quite the bomb on the head. Miss Fisher, I must apologize. Jack! Why so formal? This isn't the time or place. No, I must apologize. Can you reach down to my garter? There should be a small knife. I can't reach it. Drat. We're trapped then. Yeah, make your apologies then. You don't have to apologize, Jack. It's Helen's file. The one you wouldn't show me? Yes. Why? Her birthday. Her birthday is the 21st of December. Franny and Helen's birthdays are the same. What did you say? The same day as yours. But that's how Merrick Foyle selected his victims. I was certain it was a coincidence. But I thought that if you knew, it would revive memories of your sister's murder. Foyle's execution. The doorman at the bar. I remember now. I knew I'd seen him somewhere before. He was the prison guard who put Foyle's neck in the noose at the jail. How did he end up a doorman at a jazz club? You don't think... It can't be. Hello, Franny. I see your powers of deduction are undiminished as ever. Foyle, I'll kill you! I don't understand where this anger of yours comes from. Medic Foyle, you're under arrest. I'm a very cool customer in this situation. Hey, Kia's back. You can't arrest a god. Especially in such a snazzy suit. And actually, can I examine him? No, I cannot. But it can't be. He was escorted to the gallows. I saw him die. I knew he hadn't seen the last of Murdoch Foyle. I'd staked my reputation at that he was the mystery man Helen was with. Oh yeah, I should try changing my outfit. Indeed, Franny, such a lovely girl. I guess my influence was just a little too destructive. Ah, a serial killer who believes he is the reincarnation of an Egyptian god. You know, just one of your standard fellows. Oh yes, let's put Franny in her underwear for this mission. How did you escape the headman's noose? Oh, frack, the prison guard. I'd wager it was a harness to take the weight off the ropes. And then that drug of yours. An induced coma to fool the prison doctor. Even with the harness, it was a close-run thing, Franny. The suffocation had to look real, you see. I don't recommend it. Every time I sleep, I have nightmares of the rope around my neck. And what about you? What was your price for denying justice? Money. That man is a serial killer and you've just unleashed him on a society. Since the war, it's been every man for himself. So, You killed Helen. Oh, sorry. You killed Helen. No, Maggie did. He wanted to, but Maggie beat him to it. But... Correct again, Phryne. Don't you call her that. I need one more girl to travel to the underworld to complete my ancient ritual. Yes. Helen showed so much promise. She made me yawn. I groomed her, giving her gifts, money. I was almost ready to claim her when... Imagine my surprise when I saw you at the theater. One door closes, another one opens. I've heard enough of this. Jack. You won't get away with this foil. I'll see you hang again. Permanently. Deduce. We have to do some deduction. Okay. What do we got? Yamadum. It turns out I was the voice he heard. They seem unrelated because they are. So I think it's just this one and this one. All is not lost, Phryne. I need one more sacrifice. I offer it to you as a gift. Come with me voluntarily. Fulfill your destiny as my human sacrifice. You're insane, Foil. Then I'll have to look elsewhere. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to kill you both. You're too dangerous to leave alive. By the time they dig your body out of the rubble, I'll be long gone. Oh, I've set fire to the Prince's theater. Farewell, Miss Fisher, Detective Inspector. Bye. This is not how I imagined it. What was that? Nothing. This tree is about to go up in flames any second. We need to get out of here. Oh, what about the mountains? Climb every mountain. Forge every something. The stage is on fire. Yes, well spotted, Jack. Guess we talk to Jack. Don't you have a trick up your sleeve? I'm mad at you, Jack Robinson. Mad at me? What for? You didn't trust me to tell me about Maggie's birthday. This isn't the time. You're always running away from discussion, Jack, even when we're on fire. Well, not this time. Oh, Phryne talks to Phryne. I'm always running away. Ha! That's rich coming from you. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, the fire stopped. You know how I feel. Oh. You know how I feel every time we get close. Something always... You've known since day one that I'm not the kind to settle, Jack. God, I'm dying. Would it help if I told you? Crash. Oh, yeah, no, it was Helen's birthday, not Maggie's. Ooh, was there a typo that they had Maggie's instead of Helen's, or did I say it? Perhaps now's not the time to talk. Don't talk to Phryne or talk to Jack. Truce, until we get out of here, anyway. Truce. On the count of 3, cough, cough. 1, 2, 3, help! Miss, where are you? No, Dot! Stay out of the fire! Dot, quickly, Dot! Miss, cough, cough! Falls straight over and... She's standing in the flames! Please wait, I'll put out the fire. Collins, you're alive. I was tied up in the dressing room where Dottie rescued me. My wife rescued me. Collins, check the backstage. I'll check the offices. Dot and I will take the front entrance. Maybe I'll put some clothes on. Who are you looking for? Murdoch Foyle. He's back. We've searched the theatre from top to bottom. He's gone. I'm terribly sorry, Miss Fisher. He was employed here as our caretaker. We didn't know. You didn't ask any questions. We thought he was an ex-felon. He wasn't, well, he's not an ex-felon, he's a felon. It's one of those auxiliary committee programs to hire ex-felons. He left in a hurry, but I was able to find this scrap of paper behind a dresser. The only clue, it reads Don Verona, Broome. We're going to Broome. Don Verona Broome. I wonder who Don Verona is and why he's in Broome. That must be chapter 2. The next morning. At the police station again. Let's talk on the streets. Ooh, everyone's here. Who shall we talk to? Shall we speak to Sexy Jack? Or shall we talk to Duddy Q? Or shall we talk to the Phoenix? Dot. Yeah, how did Maggie never meet the caretaker? She's like, she's hanging out with people I don't know about. Alright, let's talk to the Phoenix. How are you feeling, miss? Just a bit smoke inhalation, Dot. I'll be fine. Maybe I should put some clothes on. I mean, seeing Murdoch Foyle again. Let's put on something, yeah, let's put on this, because it's dour enough. I know what you meant. Thank you for caring, Dot. It means a lot to me. Alright. Jack or Hugh? Jack, or Hugh. Yeah, you did talk about other people who worked at the Opera House. Let us talk to Hugh. There's no sign of Foyle, I'm sorry to report. It looks like he had been planning to leave for a while. He may not have left the city yet. There's only a few steamships left in port. You can take the squad and search those. Miss Fisher. We can signal ahead to Ballarat, Albury, Sale, and Portland. Stop any trains that have left. Collins can take some of the offers and handle the search. He's up for the job. Thank you, miss. Have you read my book? Hold on that, Hugh. Bert, Sec. Cease. Yeah, because it's Cecil. Dot and myself can check the airfields. That still leaves the motor cars, but a few checkpoints. Phryne. What is it, Jack? He's gone. No, Jack. He's out there somewhere. I'm gonna find him. My Technicolor flower jacket. Miss? I exited out the wrong direction. Jack or Hugh. Talk to Jack or Hugh. Jack, Hugh. Dottie, come back! Oh, wow. Where has she gone? I think I know. Gonna go to the airfield. Pardon me. Dottie! Yeah, let's go to Essendon Aerodrome. Near Tullamarine. You could come with me. I'm sure Dot wouldn't mind. I have a job to do here. Besides, there's one loose end that I need to tie up. Oh? Who paid off the guard at the prison? Foyle was was isolated in his cell without access to money or communications. I'll stay in Melbourne. You hunt down Foyle, no matter where he's gone. I have a feeling you'll need this. It's Foyle's case file. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Jack. There's a photo of Foyle in here with his students. Cool. Yeah, let's talk to, just looking at the time. Actually, we should probably finish up here because it's midnight now. I need to put the cat to bed. But we will come back to Miss Fisher, although I think next time I stream we'll be back with Gabriel Knight. So that, because I'll probably be in the morning crew, and the morning crew has been watching Gabriel Knight instead of Miss Fisher's. I hope you have been enjoying Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. And, yeah, I'm gonna save my game. Did you? Is James lying? Oh, it's the conclusion anyway, but unfortunately it is midnight and I need to put the cat to bed, so... Yeah. Oh, it is in the TV show about which god he thinks he is. Oh, the Gabe won't be resting on me. I put the Gabe to bed in his own bedroom at the moment, but when we move, he will be sharing the bedroom with me. I think he thinks he's Osiris? Or maybe Hoth? Toth? Whatever his name is. Anyway. Ooh! Thank you, Macros Man. I do enjoy being loved by my audience. No. No love required. But yeah, so I hope you've all... Maybe it was a new... I'll read it up before we play this again. Which we might be doing tomorrow night to finish it up and maybe start the next chapter. Because we do obviously have a second chapter to this. So, yeah. So I hope you've had a lovely Friday. Or for those coming into Friday morning in the other hemisphere. Enjoy your Friday. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Yes, I probably should stop this.